to Digital Church and our series of short videos for Lent 2026 on spiritual disciplines. The general summary message is that spiritual disciplines are for life, not just for Lent, not just something to do during Lent, but something that helps us to develop our lives in relationship with God. This time, we look at the discipline of watching. Perhaps not one we might immediately think of. Watching is a discipline of abstinence. In this case, abstaining from sleep. As with all the disciplines, it is not undertaken for its own sake. We don't watch or abstain from sleep simply in order to get better at sleep deprivation. This discipline is traced back to Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane after the Last Supper and just before his betrayal, trial and crucifixion. Jesus said to his disciples when he found them sleeping after going a little further into the garden to pray, "Could you not watch with me for 1 hour?" Some churches keep a watch of prayer on Maundy Thursday evening. The length varies. Sometimes it's for an hour after the service to mark the occasion of the Last Supper. Sometimes it's until midnight. Sometimes it is an all-night, ending with a service on Good Friday morning. Some churches organise a watch of prayer or a prayer vigil for other occasions or events. Sometimes there are local 24/7 prayer times, or a prayer weekend with prayer stations, or a church building during the day on Saturday and Sunday. One way of engaging with this discipline might be to find something locally and join in, whether on Maundy Thursday or another occasion. The discipline might be to commit to signing up or going along for an hour whenever such an event is organised. It's also an engagement with the discipline of watching to make it part of your prayer practice, to spend an hour in prayer with whatever frequency, watching and waiting for whatever God may put on your heart and mind. This may be a development of the discipline of prayer, so perhaps start with meditation and reflection on God's presence. Be still for the presence of the Lord. Be still and know that I am God. Then take a psalm as a starting point, and maybe the Lord's Prayer, which covers all aspects of prayer. You may also find it helpful to have an object or a picture which speaks to you of something of God's character, or perhaps something of God's work, or ways in which God's kingdom can be seen in your local community, your friends or family, or in you. If you're doing this on your own, it doesn't have to be an extension of the silence discipline. You may find that music helps your focus on the aspect of the spiritual life that you're watching. As with all spiritual disciplines, engaging in watching is not simply for Lent or any other season, but is to be undertaken as a way of developing and deepening our relationship with God. The spiritual disciplines are for life, not just for Lent.